Yeah, hi everyone. So we are done with the first subject, that is oral path and oral medicine. Now we are moving to the second. Okay, I just want to cover these stuff like including the cons and endo, followed by dental materials and oral radiology in a combo of 15 days. I'm just going to explain apart from these four subjects, and my plan and my intention is I just want to cover few more things like pedo part, because pedo is going to be a part of cons and endo too. So you will have an operative part of periodontics, and as well as you will have a pediatric endodontics. So I just want to cover those two topics in the cons as well as in endo. And as I already said in the last week, I just want to cover few topics of oral pathology, dental caries, which will be in the operative, whereas pulp and periapical diseases, which will be discussed in the endodontics. So we are going to cover two topics of oral pathology, two topics, in fact 20 to 30% of periodontics. And apart from this, I want to cover the instrumentations too. All instrumentations related to cons, perio as well as surgery, and in particular general surgery instruments are most commonly asked questions in the NEET examination. Okay, I just want to cover them also. So I just want to explain the plan in detail. Okay, our plan is to cover cons, endo, dental materials, oral radiology, and in fact two topics of oral path, and in fact two topics of pedo, and few topics of perio as well as surgery. So your exam is going to be on 30th, that is next Sunday, which is going to have a cumulative of oral path and oral medicine of 30 marks. So these all subjects are going to cover 210 marks, and your cumulative, which was covered in the last week, is going to carry 30 marks, that is oral path and oral medicine. So you are going to have a 240 marks NEET based exam on 30th July. I hope you are very clear with this. So on the first day, we are going to cover the dental materials topics like that is physical properties, impressions, gypsum products, followed by direct filling gold, next composites and restorative regions, which you should cover both in the cons as well as in the dental materials part of the pulse. Okay, whatever you're doing, you should read them in combination. So similarly, amalgam, cast restorations and metallurgy you have to cover in both the subjects cons and DM, and dental cements, dental ceramics as well as cons and DM. So next you are going to cover the physical properties of cavity preparation, caries and restorative. This physical properties of cavity preparation is a cons subject, whereas caries and restorative is a part of pedo, and you can cover dental caries in oral pathology too on that day. Pulp and periapical you have to cover in endo as well as in oral pathology, followed by endodontic surgery, trauma and pediatric endodontics. So these are all are related. Trauma and pediatric endodontics are related. You have to cover them. So instrumentation, you are going to have two classes. One is on cons and one is on perio and surgery. So general surgical instruments and tubes and everything are very important in the NEET point of view. So you have to give some sort of importance to the diagrams in particular about this instrumentation, whether it is either AIMS or NEET. 24th topic is very important. So followed by you are going to cover disinfection, obturation and bleaching, that is the endo part, anatomy of the pulp chamber and biometrics. That is very important for AIMS in particular, because these rotary systems, generations of rotary files, cross sections of rotary files, and all this rotary related stuff, the main AIMS people are very much concerned and they are giving many questions. So 27th and 28th we are going to cover, because radiology was covered recently, we are going to have a quick recap. We will go in detail. Okay, people who are having you the first time, you can just prepare it well. So we are going to cover the first four topics on the day one, and the next four topics on the day two according to the dental pulse. And 29th you are going to have a revision section, and you are going to have a doubts. Whatever doubt you will keep a doubt session, and you can post all the doubts. We'll discuss the doubts similar to the yesterday's discussion. So apart from these, you are going to have more than 10 practice papers related to all these subjects, that is cons, endo, dental materials, oral radiology. You're going to have oral path and oral medicine papers also. They will be active for you, and your exam is going to be on 30th July, and it's going to cover 240 marks need based exam, 220 marks related to the present subject, and 30 marks are related to the oral path and oral medicine. And guys, I want you to be very serious, spend as much as time as possible. At least now give half an hour. People who are done with oral path and oral medicine, please give half an hour of your time from now per day to the cumulative discussion. That's oral path and oral medicine. And please try to do your we are going to focus mainly on the dental part clinicals. Okay, cons, endo, dental materials, oral radiology, pedo part, oral pathology, and you are going to cover oral medicine, few topics of instrumentation related to perio and surgery. This is the plan of action, and I feel like this is a perfect plan, and I mean we are ready to execute it, and it's all your part to keep your time, keep your efforts, keep your revision sessions, keep your material ready, and do your work. Okay, I want you guys to spend as much as time as possible, at least like 1 hour of your time with the PP books from now itself, so that you can cover all these subjects within the stipulated time. And I want you guys to give at least half an hour or 45 minutes to the synopsis part, which are present at the end of cons, at the end of endo, at the end of dental materials, at the end of radiology, at the end of pedo, and at the end of oral pathology. Please guys, please give time important, 1 hour to the synopsis and 1 hour to the PP books. They are going to have a huge variation in your scores. All the best, give your best, take care. Signing off, Sri.